If you're looking to improve your aim, then make sure to check out Control Freak and use the code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off all the products. Link in the description below.
Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ and welcome back to another video. So I just wanted to do a short one here because we have a very interesting situation happening with the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, in that the PlayStation 5 is actually outperforming the Xbox Series X. That's right, the PlayStation 5 is outperforming the most powerful console ever made. So let's go ahead and jump into it and talk about it. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you're new, make sure you guys do subscribe with notifications on. And if you guys want to support the channel directly, then check out my sponsors, Control Freak and Scuff. I use them every day when I'm playing. Code OGXRAYZ get you a discount, link down below to them. They are having a sale at the moment, so check them out, link down below, or through my Amazon influencer page. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So we have a couple of articles. I had actually the first one talking about mostly in depth with what the whole situation was, but I think we're just going to focus on the BGR article, because this one pretty much summarizes what was in the first one, which is basically talking about the Digital Foundry tests that were being done, where they tried out Assassin's Creed Valhalla, they tried out Dirt 5, and they also tried out Devil May Cry 5, which was the special edition version, and they found that the PlayStation 5 was outperforming the Xbox Series X, at least in some situations, like in the high frame rate mode. The PlayStation 5 was actually performing about 20, sometimes even 40 frames per second faster than the Xbox Series X, which is actually kind of crazy. So the article here, and again, if you guys want to see the article, link down below. It says one of the most compelling mysteries heading into this video game console generation concerned the power of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Which console would have the edge? The raw numbers pointed to the Xbox Series X coming out on top, which explains why Microsoft calls it the most powerful console ever made. But the early tests seem to suggest that the PlayStation 5 is actually outperforming its next-gen rival. While the PlayStation 5 has a number of exclusive titles that debuted alongside the console on November 12th, many of the biggest games of the fall are available on both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. The problem for Xbox fans is that most of those games appear to be running better on Sony's console than Microsoft's. Digital Foundry has spent the past few weeks looking at multiple or multi-platform games on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X to see how the two consoles compare. As The Verge notes, the PlayStation 5 versions of the game consistently perform better than their Xbox counterparts. The Series X version of Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition marginally outperforms the PlayStation 5 version in performance mode, but the higher frame rate mode is significantly better on PlayStation 5. The same issue is true for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which has more consistent frame rate on PS5 while suffering from screen tearing and juddering on Series X. Meanwhile, the image quality and the resolution of Dirt 5 are better on PlayStation 5 than Xbox Series X, and they actually have the Digital Foundry video where they compare the frame rates in case you guys want to see that. But I guess you could be cherry picking if you really wanted to. When it comes to the actual performance mode or the resolution mode, the Xbox Series X, especially in 4K, seems to still be outperforming the PlayStation 5, albeit not by a lot, but outperforming it. And it's really when it's about those higher end frame rates where the Xbox Series X seems to have a little bit of an issue. They seem to be having some trouble, and there's a lot of reasons why they think it's happening. But I think it's interesting that in the higher frame rate modes, the Xbox Series X seems to be chugging a little bit, while the PlayStation 5 seems to be a little better optimized. Some of the discrepancies can't be addressed with patches, but developers explain. Some of the discrepancies can be addressed by patches, but developers explain to The Verge that the Xbox Series X developer environment is contributing to uneven performances. Apparently, PlayStation 5 dev kits were delivered long before Xbox Series X dev kits, which meant that the developers had far less time to work with Microsoft's hardware and optimize their games. So, like I said, it looks like it's an optimization issue. These are usually fixed out, ironed out with updates, driver updates, and it just really helps kind of smooth the edges. This should hopefully balance out in weeks and months to come. Quote, "We are aware of the performance issues in a handful of optimized titles on Xbox Series X/S and are actively working with our partners to identify and resolve the issues to ensure an optimal experience," quote, Microsoft revealed to The Verge, unquote. As we begin a new console generation, our partners are just now scratching the surface of what next-gen consoles can do, and minor bug fixes are expected as they learn how to take full advantage of our new platform. We are eager to continue working with developers to further explore the capability of Xbox Series X and S in the future. Both the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 are incredibly impressive pieces of hardware, and each has perks that the other can't match. For example, Xbox Series X is backwards compatible with every Xbox console ever made, has access to Game Pass, and theoretically has more power than PS5, but it might be a while before we truly see what the console is capable of, especially with no new Xbox Game Studio titles coming this fall. So, interesting stuff. It looks like the Xbox Series X has some catching up to do, at least some optimizing to do here. But again, cherry picking, really the performance seems to be about even at the moment, but then when you swap over to that higher frame rate mode, it looks like PlayStation 5 seems to be a little better optimized when it comes to that. So I'm not really worried. I think that once more weeks and months go by, that the consoles are going to be better, they're going to run smoother, they're going to look better, honestly, because this happens even with new graphics cards that come out for your PC. They come out, they have good performance, and then they get even better performance as more driver updates and optimization updates come out for your drivers, and then your games run a lot better with more frame rates, better resolution, better textures and everything. So it's just the way that it goes. But I just wanted to make a short video to talk to you guys about this because I thought it was interesting. PlayStation 5 at the moment is outperforming the Xbox Series X, but probably not going to happen forever. It looks like the Xbox Series X will eventually catch up, if not pull ahead once the optimization is really on even playing ground. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, guys. If you're new, make sure you do subscribe with notifications on. And if you guys want to support the channel directly, then check out my sponsors, Control Freak and Scuff. I use them every day when I'm playing. Code OGXRAYZ gets you a discount, or my Amazon influencer page if you would much rather do it that way, link down below. Give me a follow over on Twitter at OGXRAYZ if you guys want to interact, see what I'm up to, or just say hey, or over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/theOGXRAYZ if you guys want to interact with me live. You guys have an awesome day. Take care. I'm out. Peace.